WandaVision related items are reselling for insane prices right now on eBay, such as this $660 sale for the Disney Plus launch day promo box. I'm assuming most people watching this have seen the series. Maybe you saw the last episode the other day. If so, let me know down below in the comments what you thought of it, but don't put any spoilers in there for people who haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it and you're not familiar with the series, you definitely need to be familiar with some of the characters in it, which we'll go over today in this video, because you might come across them when sourcing. So here we've got Wanda Maximoff, also known as the Scarlet Witch, and her android husband, Vision. They are both members of the Avengers team in the Marvel Universe and Marvel Cinematic Universe. Here you could see the top of the box has the title screen from the TV show, and inside here's a few of the items. We've got the retro looking TV guide. We've got the drinking glass with the black and white images of them with the old style hairdo and a few other pieces. The point of showing this is that if you come across promotional items for any TV show, not just WandaVision, but any TV show or movie that you speculate is going to become popular, pick it up, especially if it's a limited edition, because then the price on that thing could really skyrocket. Same thing goes for just looking back retrospectively at some promotional items you might come across that are limited in terms of number, but they might be associated with a series that has a strong fan base behind it. Those types of things could sell for really well too. Now, whenever a comic book character in a popular TV show or movie becomes increasingly popular, what is always going to happen every time is that the first appearance of that character in the comic book is going to go up in value. And that is true for the Scarlet Witch. Her first appearance was in X-Men number 4 from 1964. Here you could see an example of a raw copy, so it wasn't formally graded or encapsulated and slabbed, selling for over $4,000. Now, there's two reasons why the Scarlet Witch could easily be missed by people who are not in the know about this comic book. If you came across it, you might not appreciate the significance. And there's two reasons for that. Number one, it doesn't say anywhere on the cover that this is the Scarlet Witch's first appearance or that she's showing up in this issue at all. Now, the second reason is that although you do see her there to the top right, she is not wearing her scarlet red outfit, so she could be missed for that. She is wearing it inside the book, as you could see here. This is her in her traditional red garb, so make sure you're aware of that. If you ever happen to come across an old copy of that, even if it's beat up or something, that's something you should look for. Now, this is different from Vision's first appearance 4 years later, 1968, Avengers number 57. Again, a $4,000 sale, although this is for one. It's a near mint plus condition book, 9.6 graded out of 10 by CGC here. And you could see that it's very obvious that this is Vision. He's very foreboding on the cover. He almost destroyed the Avengers, so it's a good thing they got him to join the team. And you could see here, it says his name, Behold the Vision. Now, the interesting thing about Vision is that this is not the first time there was a character named Vision in what was to become Marvel Comics. Marvel wasn't always called Marvel Comics. Marvel used to be known as Timely Comics, and they did have a comic series with the name Marvel in it. It was called Marvel Mystery Comics, and in issue number 13 from 1940, we have this character known as the Vision, and you could see here he's wearing mostly green and red. Now, these are colors that eventually were to become associated with the Vision character that we all know and love. And to give this OG Vision a little bit of respect that he's due, let me just read out a little phrase from here, a little sentence here for him there. So let's go a little retro here. Professor Enoch Mason's Dimension Smasher blasted a path into the beyond and through the breach that once separated the material world from the supernatural stepped the Vision. So there we go. I hope the Vision appreciates that one right there. Now, other things besides comic books that you want to pay attention to are definitely statues for sure. So here you could see this is a $600 sale for the Scarlet Witch statue. You can see Hawkeye behind her there on the box, but inside, and this is a used copy of it, you could see inside we have got a character that really looks close to what she looks like in the movie. They use a lot of computer graphics programs and stuff to get a really striking likeness, and so that's one of the things that helps to increase the popularity. The closer you get them to look like the character, the better for sure. So $600 sale on that one. And similar, over $500 sale, $525 plus $20 shipping for the Vision statue. Now, this one here is made by Sideshow Collectibles. That's definitely a name you want to look out for when you're looking into sourcing any types of statues, because they're very popular. This one is new. Now, if you want more information on anything related to comic book statues, definitely go check out Gem Mint's channel on YouTube. I'll put a link above to my interview with him, and just type in Gem Mint on YouTube and you'll get to his channel there. He's amazing and does a lot of stuff related to comic books as well. Now, obviously we're focusing on Wanda, Scarlet Witch, and we're focusing on Vision, but there's some other characters you need to know about who are, more obscure than them. This would be Agatha Harkness. And so this is like the enemy in the series. And if you're watching this series, you might think that she was just, always this young character in the comic books if you never paid attention to the comics. But actually, in the comic books, she was old, as you could see here. So they definitely spruced her up for the series. If you came across a bunch of 1970s Fantastic Fours, you could easily pass up her first appearance, which is in Fantastic Four number 94 from 1970. Nothing on the cover that would indicate that that's her. If you sent it off to get graded, they'll tell you in the grading notes up top that that's her first appearance, but she is in there as her first appearance. A $1,000 sale for this one that came back graded by CGC as near mint. Now, if you were fortunate enough to get Stan Lee when he was alive, rest in peace, Stan, Excelsior for sure, to sign this, look at that signature right smack dab in the middle of the book. So prominent, so cool, graded as a near mint plus. This one, with the yellow tab on it, part of the CGC signature series. So that's what that yellow tab means across. Came back as a $3,500 sale for whoever invested into this. So Stan's signature, very, very popular for sure, especially when you link it up to popular characters and first appearances in comic books. Now, another character you're going to want to pay a lot of attention to, especially in the future, because she's going to have a really big increasing role, it looks like, is Monica Rambo. She is also in the WandaVision series, and her first appearance, again, could be easily missed. It's in Amazing Spider-Man annual, not issue, annual number 16. So this is going to be a thicker looking book. For those not familiar with comic books, it's not your traditional thin book. The annual is a 64-page book. If you look at the cover here, there's nothing that would indicate that this is her first appearance inside of here, but it is, and it's something that you could easily come across because it's from 1982, and there's plenty of collections that are going to have this in it when you're sourcing. A near mint to mint graded copy here, so a 9.8, came back as a nearly $1,000 sale for that. So absolutely amazing. Now this one here, this is my own sale. This is from my own collection. I had gotten this years ago for about $30 to $40 and decided now is a good time to flip it. Flipped it really quickly for $200. This is the complete set, issues 1 through 12 from 1985 of Vision and the Scarlet Witch, as you could see here. Now, they're not perfect. I mean, they have some condition issues with them, but still, it was an easy flip for $200. If you happen to have something that was a near mint to mint copy, like a 9.8, and you got it graded by CGC, from that series, the one that you definitely want to pull out would be this one right here. This is issue number 12. The reason why this one is important is this has the first appearance of their children, Speed and Wiccan. It doesn't say their names on the cover. It doesn't even say it actually on the grading notes back then when this was graded. Now it might say that because it's more important, but you can see on the cover, your clue to it is that it says the Scarlet Witch gives birth. So this one here, $500 sale as a 9.8. Amazing. Now, even if you just come across a couple of these comics, just, laying around, you don't have the whole set, you could still flip them right now. Like I just put these two up the other day. This is again my sale. I just had issues 1 and 2 as doubles. Again, they had some condition flaws to them, but they sold for, I took a best offer, $17.50 on those two. Now, there was an older series from 1982. This was selling about a few weeks ago for $25 to $30, but now, even with some minor condition flaws or mild to moderate, it will still sell for around $50 easily. I mean, this one sold within hours for $50. So, that was also part of my own personal collection that I had gotten, many years ago and did not have much invested into that. Less than $10 from back in the day when I got it. Now, also, this is also mine, and this is one that could also easily be missed because unlike these, which clearly say Vision and the Scarlet Witch on them, this one could be missed by people because it's a different title. It's the West Coast Avengers, but this has the Vision Quest storyline on it through issues number 42 to 45. Those are the ones that you want. That's the complete Vision Quest storyline. Now, these I sold them within a few hours the other day for $97.50. So almost $100. You should be able to get that out of them if they're in decent condition. Of these, the one that you want to look out for the most is number 45 because this is the appearance of White Vision, and he's also in the TV series. So this is the version of Vision that he's like stripped of emotions, and he's a complex character. He evolves over time. But this is something that's popular, so people are on the lookout for that one. And if you could get that one in a near mint plus or near mint to mint condition 9.8, this is something that could get you a $1,500 sale. So I mean, that's just amazing right there. This just again goes to show the high value associated with this series and the comics right now. Now, don't make the mistake of thinking that everything that has the name Vision on it is going to bring you back tons of money, because it's not. This is a good example of that. This is a later series from 1994 and 1992. They're 4-part miniseries. One is called The Vision, and the other one is called The Vision Icons. These are complete sets. Both of those complete sets combined together didn't even get a total of $30. So, you should be able to get anywhere between 20 and maybe you'll get 30, at some point coming up here soon. But these ones just didn't really catch on too much. However, there was another series that came out in 2015, 2016, that sold for close to $176 plus $9.90 expedited shipping. As you can see here, I did have this series at one point. I had the whole set. I sold it many years ago. So it's one of these things, and this is what happens sometimes when you collect and you're investing. Back then, who was to know that there was going to be a Vision and Scarlet Witch series coming out? So I wish I held on to those, but that, anyone watching this who's a collector and reseller knows that sometimes you have those regrets when you look back. But that one right there is a good series to find if you could get it. In terms of specific issues, there are some variant issues related to that series that really could have some high potential in terms of resale. So this is a graded example here, a 9.8. This is the variant for issue number 1. A variant, for those who are not familiar, this is an alternative cover, and this is a 1 in 25 variant. So what that means is that for every 25 standard covers, they released one of this cover right here. And this is a really cool cover. I really like it. It has the Ryan Sukart on it. This one graded, sold for $1,500. Really cool, standing on top of a building there with the American flag on it. Looks like maybe to Capital or something. Now, the next one right over here is another variant. Now, this is a 1 in 20, so it's more common. So for every 20 standard issues, you get one of these that's released. So this one, as a 9.8, came back at $600, so not quite as much money as the other one. Plus, I don't think the cover is as cool as the one I showed you. This is the Marcos Martin cover, as you can see right there. And also, pay attention to anything that has Mephisto in it. There's been inferences related to Mephisto in the series. A lot of things people are reading into it. There's a lot of rumors and speculation going on right now that Mephisto is going to have an increasingly popular role in this next round, round 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the TV shows and stuff. And so if that comes to fruition, the values on anything associated with Mephisto is going to go up even more. This is a 9.4 CGC graded copy of Silver Surfer number 3, which is the first appearance of Mephisto, an $8,000 sale for that. And that's just going to go up, like I said. And you could see, by the way, people are putting the word WandaVision in the title, and that's legit to do because there are associations with the series. The last piece I want to show you is artwork. So also look into investing in comic artwork. I've made a lot of money on comic artwork over the last year or so, investing in it. And if you had anything that was associated with Vision and Scarlet Witch, you could do really well, like this here. This art by Alan Davis and Kevin Nolan sold for over $2,000. So those are some amazing sales right there. Now, if you want more information on comic book investing, then what I would suggest doing is also going over to Comic Tom's channel. I also did an interview with him that I will link to up top, and he does a lot of videos on that. Plus, I'll put a little screenshot up top at the end of this video on my interview with Chris Journo from Journo's Comics and Pop Culture. We did an interview just the other day on investing and reselling in comics. Main wrap-up point is make sure you are looking into comic speculation news, because that's how you get the knowledge ahead of time about something that might become popular so that you can invest in it before other people and then make those big money flips down the road. I also have a playlist on my channel all about comic books. My What Sold videos every month almost always have comic books in them. So if you want to learn more about it, look into those videos as well. I hope you like this video. Make sure you comment down below, again, what you thought of the series and also what your favorite item was here that I showed you today. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, and welcome if you are from the comic YouTube family and you're new to the channel. Love having all you here. It's a lot of fun doing this video. And if you want more like this, let me know. I'll see you back the next one. Take care.